All right, so this is solving rational equations, lesson 5, solving rate problems. Okay, so one thing that you may have done in science 10 in the physics section or physics 20 is that distance equals rate times time. And the variations of that formula are as follows, okay? So let's talk about this first one here. Adam drove 300 kilometers at a constant rate. Brenda drove the same 300 kilometers at a rate 10 kilometers faster than Adam. If the difference in their traveling times is 1 hour, how fast did each of them travel? So basically, we've got a couple things here. We're told that the difference in their traveling times was 1 hour. So Adam's time minus Brenda's time equals 1 hour. Well, we don't know what those times are, but what we can do is we can use this formula that I've highlighted in yellow, that time is equal to distance divided by the rate, and come up with an expression for the time. So let's make a little chart here. All right, so we've got Adam and Brenda, and we've got distance, rate, and time. This is a pretty sloppy little chart there, but there we go. All right, so they both drove 300. So the distance for both of them is going to be 300 kilometers. Now the rate we don't know, but we know that Brenda's 10 kilometers faster than Adam. So let's call Adam's rate x, and Brenda's rate is going to be x plus 10. Now the time part here, we don't know what the actual time in minutes is, but we can come up with an expression. So they're going to take the distance, which is up here, the distance, and divide it by the rate. So in Adam's case, we get 300 divided by x. In Brenda's case, we get 300 divided by x plus 10. Okay, so Adam's time is the slower time. So we're going to take Adam's time, which is 300 over x, and we're going to subtract Brenda's time, which is 300 over x plus 10, and that's going to equal 1. We want to clear the denominators here. So the unique denominators are x and x plus 10. So we're going to multiply everything by x and x plus 10. Okay, let's see what simplifies. So the x and the x will simplify, the x plus 10 and the x plus 10 will simplify, and nothing simplifies on the right. So we're left with 300 multiplied by x plus 10 minus 300x is equal to x squared plus 10x. If we do a little bit more expansion here, we'll get 300x plus 3000 minus 300x is equal to x squared plus 10x, like that. Now the positive 300x and the negative 300x will simplify to 0. And if we bring the 3000 over to the right-hand side, we'll get x squared plus 10x minus 3000 is equal to 0. And we can actually factor this one to x plus 60 and x minus 50. So we have two solutions. We've got x is equal to negative 60 or positive 50. Well, what makes sense here? This is a rate. So Brenda's driving negative 60 kilometers an hour or positive 50 kilometers an hour. Well, the negative rate doesn't make sense. So we're going to cross out the negative 60. And Adam must be driving 50 kilometers an hour, and Brenda is driving 50 plus 10. So what that means is this is 50, and this is 50 plus 10. Okay. Now obviously pause the video if you need to go over any of that, but I'm going to move on. So to get to work, Lori drives 30 kilometers to a train station and then travels 45 kilometers on the train. The average speed of the train is 25 kilometers more than the average driving speed. If the trip takes a total of 1 hour, find Lori's average driving speed. So again, we need to do the two rates added to each other, or the two times added to each other. So the train speed, the drive speed, or drive time rather, plus the train time equals 1 hour. So we don't know what these actual times are, but we can create a chart again. Okay, again we've got distance, rate, and time. We've got the drive distance, and we've got the train. So the driving distance is 30, the train is 45. The driving rate is x, we don't know what it is. And the train rate is x plus 25. So the time, if we use that same rearranging of the distance time rate formula, will be 30 divided by x. And this one is going to be 45 divided by x plus 25. So let's take these two times, or expressions for time, and add them together. Okay. We're going to multiply by x and x plus 25. Okay. And then cross out what will be simplified to 1. So you get 30 times x plus 25 plus 45 times x is equal to x squared plus 25x, where you distribute both of those. Okay, cleaning this up a little bit, we'll get 30x plus 750 plus 45x is equal to x squared plus 25x. Bringing everything to one side, the side that has the positive x squared, we get 0 is equal to x squared minus 50x minus 750. Now you can't actually just factor this, so we're going to use the quadratic formula to do this. Now if you don't know the quadratic formula, type in YouTube quadratic formula and there'll be many a video about it. So our a value, do this in a different font, our a value is 1 from here, our b value is negative 50 from here, and our c value is negative 750, which is the constant. So the quadratic formula says negative b plus or minus the root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So we get negative 50 plus or minus negative 50 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 750, all divided by 2 times 1. So this simplifies to negative, or 50 plus or minus the root of 5,500 divided by 2, which actually yields two solutions. We get x is equal to 62.08, and we also get x is equal to negative 12. Well, that doesn't make sense, so the only solution is 62 kilometers an hour, which is the driving. So the train would be 25 more than that. But we aren't asked for that. But Lori drove 62 kilometers per hour, and just for 87. So the train would be 87 kilometers per hour. Okay. And that's it.